Let's talk with your host, Reggie B. Come on, let's all join in. Free your voice, it's your choice, alright here. Oh, Simply Straight Talk.
Hey, Simply Straight Talk family. Welcome to the Simply Straight Talk Show, where every topic is a hot topic, and hot topics are all about that real talk. Now here's your host, Reggie.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a special episode, a bonus episode of the Simply Straight Talk Show. Listen, y'all know we're in a little bit of a break right now, so this is just a, conversation, fam to fam, you know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people talking about what men want when they try to get with a woman. What does a woman want when she try to get with a man? And I'm hearing this from both sides. And you know what? I'm going to keep it 100. It's getting on my nerves. My last damn nerves, y'all. Listen, I don't know what it is. Because everybody now just seems to have this accusatory and, assumptions about every gender, what they want. How many times I got to tell you, everybody is an individual. Now, some people out here saying that men just want a woman for sex and women just want a man to provide. And it's sort of confusing because a lot of dudes I know, they want a relationship. But then you got a lot of women who want a relationship and they want somebody to provide, but they don't want somebody to provide. You see what I'm saying? Because the whole independence thing is going. And now we run into a situation to where men and women have gotten into this whole mode of back and forth at each other that everybody is now going independent. But the funny thing is, it's mainly black men and black women who are going independent of each other. Whereas other races, they may say like, yeah, I feel like men are this, I feel like women are that, but they are not going independent of each other like black men and women. Black men and women are trying to go so independent of each other because everything is about just accusing the other person, allegations against the other person. And what ain't even the other person? That's what it should be. Against the person who did or said or behaved in a certain way. But no, it's against the entire black male race, the entire black female race. And it doesn't make any sense. At some point, you got to look at yourself as an individual and say, what is it that I want in a relationship? What is it that I am looking for? Because clearly, if I have not defined what I want in a relationship, and then I'm dating this person and that person, and I'm not seem to be getting what I want, but then I say, yeah, this person does this person does that. But then again, who's to blame if the relationship don't work? Or if that person doesn't meet the standards that you're looking for? You're dating women, but you're saying, oh man, women like this, women do this. Where do you mean to women? It'll be a big difference. It's a big difference between I enjoy art, I enjoy movies, I enjoy music, I enjoy cultural, I enjoy theater performances, musicals, I enjoy going to parks. If I enjoy stuff like that, but I'm going to the club and I'm meeting women who don't like theater, they don't like musicals, they don't like going to the park, they don't really get into cultural things, okay? They simply like clubs, they like dancing, and they like partying and hanging out with their friends. So if you're meeting women in the club that exhibit that behavior, why are you complaining and saying that all women act like this? Because you're basically sticking your fishing pole inside of a pot and you're pulling out the same type fish. If you know this lake only has trout, why are you fishing in that lake and it only has trout when you're trying to catch catfish? And I think men and women are so guilty about seeking a relationship or trying to meet somebody in the same place where they are having bad luck and absolutely no luck in meeting somebody. People don't want to seem to change their agenda as far as their routine for how they go out. But then again, is it that or is it just a mindset? What is your mindset about trying to meet somebody? Because if you don't understand you, like we said before, if you don't know what you like, if you don't know what you want, and you right here just testing to see everybody you meet to see who brings something close to what you might like, you might find that a lot of people are dating somebody based on the fact that this person has 10% out of 100 of what they like. They see this one thing. They get one good compliment and it's like, ooh, this is a good person. I should try to date this person. They say one thing. They say they can cook. They mention one thing that just seems to be somewhat similar to what you are interested in, and you want to go all in. And it's really baffles me how people are going about with relationships today. You know, I heard one lady say, you know what? I thought me and this person was on the same page, but then I realized that, you know what? They don't think like I thought they think. How are they supposed to think? Do you really want somebody that thinks the way you think and co-signs everything you say? The thing about a relationship or getting to know somebody is to have somebody that can challenge you and stimulate you mentally. Somebody that can make you think outside of your box, open you up to new ideas, new adventures, new dreams, new goals, instead of somebody just staying in that one little box. How can you have a conversation with somebody to where you want that person to agree with everything you say? You're not stimulating each other. You're not learning from each other. I would be so bored if I met a woman and I said, you know what? I think Andy Griffin was the best show ever. Or let's just say Parenthood with Robert Townsend. Parenthood with Robert Townsend is the best TV sitcom ever in history. It sure was. It's okay if they really feel that way, but if they don't feel that way, then every conversation is going to be that short. I'd rather somebody challenge me. Say, yeah, that was a good sitcom, but you know what was another good sitcom that I think was better? Was this TV show. I feel the Cosby Show was a little bit better. It had more in-depthness as far as the characters. It dealt more with real-life scenarios that was more relatable. Robert Townsend kind of went to it. That challenged you to think. And you get a chance to embrace each other's ideas, embrace each other's likes, dislikes. You may kind of find out that they open you up. You start enjoying some things that you haven't thought about trying. New music, new TV shows. You want people that's going to introduce you to new things in life. Positive things, not negative. Positive. But you don't want somebody that's going to simply ride your coattail because it makes you feel good. And you'll be surprised how many people really just want somebody that's going to ride their coattail. That's the relationship they want. They want friends like that. They want family members like that. And they want a lover in their life like that. Somebody who's just going to ride their coattail and agree with everything. You know what? That reminds me of this TV show I used to watch called Married at First Sight. And I remember watching this black couple, and this guy said, I always thought, he said, when he started for the show, put it like this, I'm bumbling. It's okay, this is a bonus episode. But he made the point of, he said, I always thought I wanted, the key word there was thought. I always thought I wanted this very happy, this very, just happy-go-lucky woman that doesn't get down, doesn't get upset. So on the show, for his Married at First Sight, they matched him up with a woman like that. She was always happy, always bubbly. And what happened? He found out that he did not like that. Often, we will create a mental image, an idea of what we think we want in other people. And then when we get it, we quickly come to realize that is not what I wanted. Because I get saying that you want somebody that's happy and that's bubbly all the time. But the thing about it is, sometimes you want somebody that's got a little more emotion. You want somebody that's going to be like, if I'm sad, you be sad too. You want that person to let you know, like, listen, I feel you. I'm not going to sit here smiling and laughing. I'm hearing you. You're in pain. I'm not going to be happy. And sometimes when you get somebody that's happy and bubbly all the time, it's a little bit disturbing to you because you're like, listen, I don't want you sitting here smiling in my face. Don't be giving me this happy-go-lucky stuff. I'm hurting right now. And that's why I say all this to say, a lot of times we say we want something, but then when we get it, we realize that it's not what we expected. It doesn't give us the emotional stimulation we thought it was going to give us. It doesn't give us the mental stimulation we thought we was going to get from that emotion, that behavior, that character trait. So what is it that you're looking for in a partner? What is it that you want? What is it that you want in a friend? Do you really want somebody that's going to have your back and agree with everything you say, whether you're right or wrong, and never call you on it? Or do you want somebody that's going to be like, listen, this is going to hurt your feelings, but this is what the hell is going on. You screwed up. You were wrong. You need to man up. You need to woman up. You need to be more mature. A person like that is telling you that because they want the best for you. And if somebody sees where you're messing up and they call you on it, that's because they want you to grow. They want you to mature. They want you to accomplish your goals. Somebody who just tells you everything you want to hear is simply riding along with you to get what they can get from you. And a lot of times, I see people that just really ride the coattails of other people. They don't want to ruffle no feathers because they see something they can get from them. I'm quick to cut my coattail and let you fall off because I don't need people like that in my life. And oftentimes people who are in that position, they end up feeling used in the end because nobody's really telling them the truth. Nobody's really honest with them. When Ernest Lee Thomas, who used to play Roger on Was Happening, made the statement that Muhammad Ali felt like a lot of people was using him, I can see that. When you got money, you get a lot of yes people in your life. Regardless of if it's right or wrong, if it's going to hurt you down the road, if it was a mistake, they're yes people. When you got money and fame, you got yes, go to your grave with it people. They don't care, even if what it is going to kill you, they're going to tell you yes, as long as they think it's what you want to hear and not what's the right thing for you. And it just really gets me because I look at people who want to be in relationships. I hear a lot of people talking about, they want to find somebody. They've been single for a long time. I can say this because I've been single for a long time. But one thing I do know is this. A lot of people who say they've been single for a long time, I listen to them. And what I hear is they are really not open to a relationship as far as the person being themselves. They're trying to lay down the law as far as this is how the person needs to be. This is how the person needs to act. One lady was saying like, well, you're going to cut my grass. You're going to clean my house. You're going to fix my sinks. You're going to do this. The problem is, well, is it a problem? Or you guys tell me what you think. Do you think that people have too high of an expectation or they're expecting too much in the beginning of a relationship? I'm curious about that. Tell me, do you think people are expecting too much in the beginning of a relationship? Now, I feel like when you get to know somebody, as you get to know that person, you start to get more perks. But it's like now when people get into relationships, they're expecting perks on day 1. Day 2, they're expecting you to pay bills and cut grass. Day 3, they're expecting you to move in. Everybody wants perks before they've actually developed or built anything. And truth it is, and how I see it now, let me say this. I've been really kind of going around the circle on this topic. I hear a lot of men saying that women, and this, I kind of agree with this, so don't beat me yet, hear me out. I do agree that at some point, some women feel like them bringing their bodies to the table is all that's needed. And that's the mindset they come into the relationship with. You get in my body. I don't have to bring anything else. I'm bringing you me, my body. That's it. But now it seems like some men have gotten into the mindset of, well, if women can just say, I'm bringing my body, then I'm just going to give my body. Is that what we're doing? So if you're giving your body, I give my body. And that's it. That's the limit. And that's what a lot of people are kind of getting to when it gets into relationships. But the only sad part of that is when you actually find a man or woman who is looking for a real relationship, a real connection, somebody to build a foundation with, sometimes they will run into that man or woman that only wants to bring their body because that's all they're willing to give up at this moment. And they feel like their body is enough for you. That's all. You should be happy because they're giving you their body. And that's how they feel. Nothing else, their body. And a lot of men and women today have that mindset of, I'm bringing my body so you could be happy. Everything else about me stays in the back. It stays in the back. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my finances. Don't worry about my past life. Don't worry about what I like to do, my interests, my hobbies. Don't worry about none of that. My job, my business, you got my body. Okay? So if you're bringing your body, I'm bringing my body. So right now, everybody out here, all they're trying to do is just get body counts. That's it. That's all people doing, getting body counts. So how does that help anybody? And the problem is when people get into this situation, that man or woman who's looking for a real relationship and they get with that person who's simply looking to bring their body into a relationship because they feel like their body is enough, it makes that other person become sort of anti-male, anti-female. You know, it's like, oh, women are like this. And that's when you start hearing the women are crap, men are crap talk. Because instead of them getting with somebody who wants a relationship and a building foundation, they get with somebody who is really just bringing their body. You get no mental connection whatsoever. That's why I ask people, what do you want when you get into a relationship? Are you taking the time to evaluate? Are you taking the time to evaluate the people that you're meeting? How you're meeting these people? Where you're meeting these people? What information are you disclosing when you meet new people? And I'm really surprised at how some people put so much information on the table and they don't realize that the other person just eats that mess up. And they throws it right back at them. And that other person thinks, wow, they really do understand me. No, they don't understand you. They just using what you say against you to make you feel like there's some type of emotional connection. That ain't what's going on. Come on. So that was my little talk today. I just want to let y'all know that the Simply Straight Talk Show is still here. That was on my mind. Share that with y'all. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me, what do you think about modern day relationships? Do you think people are moving too fast? Do you think people are actually paying attention? Do you think people know what they want? How do you feel about people saying, you get me, my body? I'm bringing this D. I'm bringing this P. Be happy. How do you feel about that? Y'all drop a link down below, man. Y'all check out more episodes of the Simply Straight Talk Show. We will be back in a couple weeks, but I'll keep popping in with some of these little bonus discussions just to let y'all know we still keep it real, keep it at 100 right here on the Simply Straight Talk Show.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Straight Talk Show with Reggie Maddox. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our podcast to your friends and colleagues. And please leave us a positive review on iTunes. Be sure to check out our archive section on iTunes, Spotify, Libsyn, and YouTube. Join us next time for another edition of the Simply Straight Talk Show.